two-time welterweight champ for TOS. This guy's got a lot of experience as well. You know, he's one of those guys, same situation. He's been there before. He's done that. He's had those hard, long fights. We're going to see a really good output, I believe, from this man.
And Dorian has fought in different promotions. He's won different belts. So he's been looking for a worthy opponent. Fury said, come on over here. We got some guys over here. And let's test you against some of our guys. So.
Yeah, he usually fights at welterweight as well. She doesn't mention that. But it's funny, his one lone loss as an amateur was to Sean Kennard, who is now 4-0 as a pro. I know Sean is my guy. And so talk about a fight, a loss that has aged so well. It's cool. Those guys actually stay in correspondence. Sean always wishing Dorian Bryant well, and Dorian has just made a real skill set for himself inside any cage he fights in. He was happy and hungry to jump at this middleweight championship opportunity, and I'm just glad we're here to call the fight.
Yeah, this is going to be a really testy fight for both guys. Both experienced, both hungry, and ready to prove a point.
All right, he's in the cage. Let's go to our man Wayne for the next fight announcement.
All right, we got him in the cage. Let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Martin Pineda.
So he's cleared to the Mexican fighting style. My man, Martin Pineda, he will throw bombs, his cardio holds up, his chin holds up, and the guy can grapple. But man, talk about a fan-friendly fighter, a good dude, and a hard worker. After his Fury debut, he made me a lifelong fan. I'm very happy to see him fighting for this 185 title. He's always such a fun guy to watch.
Yes, I agree. And he's been cross-training a little bit at 4 ounce. So he's been really working hard. He's been getting a lot of privilege with Coach Frank. You can see him in this corner. They've been working on his striking because, like you said, his grappling is very exceptional. He's a brown belt at dark side, a very renowned grappling gym. He's one of the best 185ers out there. He's been a champ. He's lost his belt. He's looking to reclaim his title again, and he's ready for the challenge.
And he's one of the guys. He fought at heavyweight. He fought at light heavyweight. Now he is fighting at his true home in his athletic best at 185 pounds. Really cool to see.
Man, it's one of those things too. His height is one of those things that kind of, it's like DC. He's not the tallest guy, but he's compact, he's strong. He's made those small incremental changes to get himself down to the weight that he really wants to fight at. I'm excited to see him put on a barrage in this fight. Not only that, but he becomes from dark side. I wouldn't be surprised if we see maybe a leg lock attempt from him. That'd be kind of nice.
And we see on teletape both guys making scratch weight championship weight. Bryant only an inch taller and slight inch advantage. We got a main event on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this fight started. Here's Wayne one last time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, brought to you by OnlyFans, is scheduled for 5 rounds for the Fury Amateur Series Middleweight Championship, and it is your main event of the evening. This fight is sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Your judges at cage side, William Dean, Carlos Luquis, and Ramsey Ishak. And now, Houston, Texas, make some noise because the time for talk is over. It's time to unleash the Fury. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing House of Jiu-Jitsu, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet, 10 inches tall, and he weighed in at a perfect 185 pounds. Fighting out of San Antonio, Texas, he holds an amateur record of 4 wins, only 1 defeat. Here is Dorian Bryant! And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, representing the dark side, this freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 184.6 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, by way of Guerrero, Mexico, he holds an amateur record of 4 wins, only 2 losses. Here is Martin Pineda. your referee, J.J. Ferraro, with the final main event instructions.
Okay, gentlemen, this is for the title. We know the rules. Give me a clean, fair fight. Protect yourself at all times. Always obey my instructions. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
Let's get to it, boys. Here we go. Round number 1, 5-round fight, 185 strap on the line.
Yeah, I know Bryant has had most of his finishes come by way of submission. Because Pineda's a hard man to put around the ground.
Bryant coming forward, having that forward momentum first.
Solid head movement from Martin, moving, throwing good combinations.
Very patient from Bryant, not rushing in to try to close the distance too early. Taking his time, having that ring control, keeping Martin on his back foot.
Good right hand from Martin over the top. You could just feel it. You could see Bryant's dominant presence. He's just a big dude in there.
Yeah, it's really the pressure of Bryant that's been the main factor here. Is both guys are throwing pretty good strikes, but nothing's really landed super clean.
Good leg kick right there.
It's one of those things where Martin kind of has to get down on that stiff jab, get some respect. He's trying to get in on that hook, but he's ducking his head low, so he's not really seeing the target.
Yeah, Martin needs to just set up his strikes a little bit. Like you said, maybe add a couple jabs, maybe feint a takedown, maybe try to go for a submission. He's keeping that range with the kicks, but the presence from Bryant is just a little overbearing right now.
I personally like Martin's strategy of blocking them and moving 2 hooks over the top.
I don't mind it.
Ooh, that was a good
It's
knee.
fun to watch. A nice little foot sweep. Martino goes his base back to the screen as Bryant tries to land some big shots. On the assist back to the feet.
Good knees here from Bryant. Martin's looking to wrestle a little bit. He's getting stuck on the cage. Like we said, this presence is just a lot. Bryant's just kind of methodically walking him down, trying to find his good. Oh, good entry from Martin.
Takedown from Martin Pineda.
See what he can do with this. He can get him back down. Maybe works the back.
Bryant just kind of power stood up out of that double leg.
He's a very big guy, very strong presence, and it's easy for him just to stand back up. But now Martin's got him thinking about some things. He's got him thinking, oh, maybe he could take me down again.
I'll tell you, throwing those big hooks, it takes a lot of energy because you're really putting a lot into each punch. It didn't have a lot of success. I'd be surprised if Pineda can keep this up for 5 rounds.
Oh, it's definitely going to be tough to keep up this type of fight, but if anyone's up for it, it's definitely Martin.
Yeah, you can tell Bryant is knowing, I got 4 more rounds after this. I need to take my time. I need to establish my striking first before I look to really put a barrage on. Honestly, very solid patience from Bryant.
Good knee. Bryant's trying to find these knees to the body a little bit and starting to land.
Yeah, Bryant landed pretty well throughout the entire first round.
Good first round for Martin, though. He fought back hard. He was getting pressured on the fence, but he was throwing combinations. He was still moving. We just got to get him settled down a little bit and just know it's a 5-round fight like the last fight. Make sure that he doesn't use all of his energy all at once. He's still got 4 more rounds to go. So let's see if Martin, like you said, can keep up the pace. Let's see how he can move, and let's see if Bryant keeps dominating him with the pressure like he has been.
One thing he's doing well is when he does get hit with that shot back to the cage, he comes back with that combo. Again, I'd like to see him shorten the hooks up a little bit, not commit so much body weight on him, and then just pop those shots in there. Maybe a little bit more on the straight shots as well.
Round 2 coming up. Coach Frank giving him the instructions. Probably stay long, maybe find some jabs. Maybe look at the takedown. He had a good entry. He caught Bryant as he was coming in, meeting him in the middle, and then getting the double leg takedown. So let's see the adjustments both these fighters make.
Round number 2, here we go. Good check from Bryant on that leg kick. Oh, yeah. And the second leg kick lands well.
Yeah, Bryant actually checked a pretty strong kick in round 1 as well. He also feints that front kick a lot. Oh, big uppercut right into a sprawl.
Good sprawl. Beautiful hips on that sprawl to the back.
Oh, jumps it.
Oh, he's in on a choke.
He looks like he's a little heavy over the top.
Yeah, this is an awkward position to hold for Bryant. It's a little more awkward for Pineda, but there's a chance Bryant slips off. He's really high up on the back, taking into some big dudes, but Bryant, man, breaks him down.
He got that wrist control, got that we call it a seatbelt position, able to pull him down and get the most dominant position in the back.
He's got the arm over the chin, but he can't quite get his other hand free to stick that choke in.
Yeah, and it's certainly not impossible, but guys like Martin Pineda, he grapples so much. He's a brown belt. I mean, his defensive navigation to thwart this rear naked choke will certainly be present throughout this entire fight. That's why Dorian knows he's got to try to trap his arm and take one of his defensive tools away.
I agree, and it's nice to see Bryant not afraid to be in the grappling. He said, hey, okay, I know he can grapple. I know he's got good grappling. He comes from a grappling-heavy style, but I'm still here, and I'm still going to grapple with him. He even threw up his own triangle.
If he can figure 4 his legs, this is going to be dangerous. He's won fights with arm bars before. Can Bryant capture the 85 title here and now? Man, the angle is set. The legs aren't quite figured forward, but this is getting dangerous. Martin understands that.
He's got that triangle armbar in the mix. It looks tight.
He's kind of getting caught. He's got to figure for his legs. If he even wants to finish the armbar and fashion the lock. Oh man, there's a big bridge.
This is a good armbar attempt. It's very in. Martin is showing his toughness right now.
Martin's head is out. The elbow line is cleared.
Beautiful work. That was a very tight armbar.
I mean, that was awesome on Bryant's end. But if you guys can figure here it is again. I'm telling you, he's got to figure 4. There's the elbow line again. This is deep. Now he's in more control. There's the tap.
Beautiful work on the submission.
Wow.
He transitioned that right over the head and got the finish.
Armbar super tight. Reloaded it from that first attempt and got it. It was right in front of us when the first attempt was there. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was over there, guys.
And you can see Martin's face, he was almost gonna say the first one got out and just mistakenly just got back in on accident. It happens sometimes, you know, we're scrambling, we're rolling, and we accidentally just get back out of what we just got out of, you know. He could have got the legs over, switched over, maybe could have landed in side control, but again, it's amateur, good learning experience, and man, tough on Bryant for getting the submission win over a submission grappler.
Man, I'll tell you this, you could tell, it didn't look like he wanted to finish it by triangle. It looked like he wanted that armbar.
Look at the
he's got his feet crossed. He's not figure 4ing on purpose. It looked like he really wanted to hit that armbar from that position, gets that foot over the head, and just launches the hips through. Man, what a beautiful way to capture an 85 title. You don't see that often. Most of the time, 85, 205, you know, big guys, they're going to go for that knockout.
Congrats to our 185 champ, Dorian.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes. 2 minutes, 16 seconds into round number 2. Declaring your winner by tap out due to an armbar. And new Fury Amateur Series middleweight champion, Dorian Bryant.
All right, guys, I'm here with your winner, Dorian Bryant, new middleweight champion. I think this is what, your 3rd belt you've won as an amateur now? Man, you got a submission win over a seasoned, crafty brown belt out of a great grappling gym, a true feather in the cap, and how you feeling after finding the finish in this championship contest?
Hey, Martin made it hard, brother. He did not give up easy. You know, I was searching for that armbar for a minute, and he just finally tapped. But, hey, good shit to him. Seasoned brown belt or whatever, he stepped in the motherfucking cage. So, hey, man, all respect to him.
Yeah, tremendous performance. Your striking was looking great, but it really was the jiu-jitsu that found you this new belt of gold. Man, you're 5-1, multiple-time champion. What do you want to do next?
Yo, I said it in the interview, I really wanted to work my striking. Like, I was really trying to fucking bang, but just so happens he took me down and I finished it. So, but, I mean, look at this. This show do look nice, huh? Come on, baby, come on. Hey, I'll tell you what look better, man. If I did it motherfucking twice, hey, man. Sean Magnus, I heard nobody wants to fight you. I'm a welterweight. I came up for this belt. But, man, I'd love to fight you for the 170. Now, I only got one question. You think you make the weight? Woo! But it's all right, man. Eat more chicken. I mean, shout out Pizza Hut Chicken, shout out my family, shout out my fans, bro. Like, we showed up and we showed out. That's what we do. Let's get Tyson, baby.
My man looking to be the first in Fury Amateur history to be a two-time divisional champion. I would love to see you challenge for that welterweight scrap. Your winner, Dorian Bryant, everybody.
Congrats on 185 champ. Guys, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. That was our last fight of the night.